Alright, today me and Duke's on game lands. Never trapped game lands, but I'd like to get a bobcat, and there's no bobcats near where I live. Never get them on a trail cam, don't ever see no tracks. So I want to come to where there's a little higher probability of some bobcats. And I've bear hunted in here before. So I was looking around, there's this big rock ledge here. Okay, when I got looking up under this ledge, there was some bobcat tracks in the mud along there, so that's a good sign. So over here, like 20 yards away, I'm going to show you there's a hollow log. Looks like something's been in and out of it, and I mean, it's pretty big going back in it, so I'm going to get a little video of that in a second. But I made this set. I've not trapped bobcats, so I don't know if I'm doing right, but they say eye appeals a lot for bobcats. So I did a dig, and I got some Jameson's Ultra Blend down in the hole, some triple threat there under that piece of log, and the bobcat urine. And then I stuck a couple sticks in the ground for a little bit of guiding, and I have that bucket lid over top of it just because I don't want Duke to step in it while I go down here and show you this log in a second here. But we're hopeful. I'm going to try to set one or two more up here in this game lands while I'm here today, and then I got to get moving. It's a little bit of a drive, probably about 35-40 minutes from home. But if I catch a bobcat, it'll pay off. So I'm going to go get some video of this log for you. Here's the log. Okay, and I'm going to drop down here a second and video up in it. But if I turn around, you can see I'm not very far from where I set that trap under that rock ledge. But okay, I'm going to drop down here and show you up inside this log. So I do believe this is a good spot. I have a feeling something's living up in here or spending some time in this log, so we shall see. Okay, I've dropped down, and without breaking my neck, there's Duke sitting up there. But if you look, it goes way up in there. I don't know how good you can see on the video because it's dark up in there, but it goes way up in that log. And it's a pretty good opening. And if you look, you can see where it looks like something's been going in and out of there. It's got it tore up a little bit, so I don't know. I've never trapped bobcats, but I'd like to get one. I bought my tag, so we're going to see what happens, but this looks like as good a place as any to start. Well, we got our first coyote of the year. Little mud dog here. This trap sat for, I caught a coon in it 2 weeks ago. Nothing's touched it, but I got this coyote on the camera, on trail camera a couple times, and I knew it was in the area. So we just let things sit and soak, and looks like it paid off. So this is out at the farm in Bernie's food plot. So it was just a dirt hole set, blended in with the clover, and finally he took it. We got a deep pad catch here, so we're going to get this dog taken care of and move on down the line. Hey guys, I don't really usually set for coons, but this property owner, new property, he wanted me to try to catch some coons and get rid of them on his property. Hard to see that guy, he's hiding down there. But I set out 5 dog proofs on the back side of his corn here, and I got one so far. So I'm not setting up the tripod, I'm just going to get rid of him and get this trap set again. Okay, we got red fox number 6 here. This was a step down set. I just freshened it up yesterday, put a little soul taker in it, and some black leg, and some fox urine. So number 6, like I said, step down. we're going to get it taken care of, get it remade, and move on down the line. Well, I had a cubby set for a fisher here, and I come up and seen the cubby trashed. I was kind of excited, but we got us a nest raider in there, a little coon. So, and since the fisher season goes out tomorrow, we're just going to pull this trap after we take care of this guy. So there he is. Well, here it is, guys. My first bobcat. And I worked for this bobcat. Round trip to this area is 42 miles for me. I've been driving it every day. Don't have bobcats much where I live. I really wanted to get a bobcat, so I made the trip every day. I had 4 sets out here. Seen some tracks in the snow the one day. It's not the biggest bobcat in the world, but I am thrilled. I am thrilled, and we are going to get this thing taken care of. This goes to you, Dad, because I had thought, man, I'm driving up here so far, and the gas and the time, and I come up here to one day I was thinking about taking my traps home, and I saw bobcat tracks in the snow. And I says, Dad would tell me, stick with it, stay here, you're going to get him. And Dad was right. All I could think about is Dad would say, you stay here, don't you leave, you'll get him. And there he is, dead, my first cat. And my ink pen's broke to fill out the tag. Red fox number 8. I caught one yesterday in this same spot. It was a step down. About 150 yards that way. I got the last one just a little bit ago and got that set remade. I had thought about letting that last one go. It was a small female, but this adjoins my in-laws' property. My brother-in-law's been having something kill his chickens and his ducks. So I thought, well, I better take care of the fox then and not turn him loose since he's been losing some critters up there. So this was a step down. Like I said, I caught a fox in it yesterday. Still got a lot of traps to check yet today. It's been a good day so far, bobcat and 2 red fox. So we're going to get this one taken care of and keep on going. Well, that's what you call a good morning in Fayette County. Awesome morning. And I still got a couple traps to check here at home, so I'm going to run and check them, but I'm very pleased, especially with that bobcat. That made my day. Pretty thing. Not a real big bobcat, but we'll take it. A female. So, but real happy with that. Well, not what I want to deal with today. Apparently the breakaway did not break away on this deer. It's in a cable restraint. Ta-da! Heck with these cable restraints. I don't like that. I just threw a couple out and see what happens. That little guy wasn't big enough to break the breakaway. So, but that's a lesson he won't forget, and I won't either. All's well. We'll move on down the line.
Today, me and Chase are going to go with my dad to check some of his traps in the mountains and maybe do some scouting around. My dad and me yesterday were dumping footage from his camcorder, and from like a week or so ago, he set some BOBCAT tracks up in the mountain, or traps up in the mountain on this hollow log. I'm watching the footage. He gets down and videos up into the log. You can see eyeballs shining back at you, and if you watch closely, you catch a little bit of movement. We're almost certain there was a bear in there looking back at him. He couldn't see it with his naked eye. Could have been a cat.
But don't that go way up in? See, I couldn't see.
No,
Yeah,
see that lip, Sean, again? Sean, again, see that little, like, lip? Is it when it starts to go up?
Yeah.
That's where the edge, right on the edge, that's where whatever that thing was sitting. Because it pulled its paw up over that.
It might have been a cat. But it seemed pretty wide apart to be a cat, you know?
Be careful. Are you going down this way?
I think I'm going to see if I can see these tracks a little bit better.